Hi friends, today we'll discuss about STR. STR means Suspicious Transaction Report. This should be submitted by the bank to Financial Intelligence Units. Why this report should be submitted? A report should be submitted under Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. So what is the due date for submitting this report? In normally you'll have some report on monthly, some report on quarterly, some report on half yearly, some report on yearly. But this report should be submitted within 3 working days from the date of such a transaction. You find any suspicious transaction in your bank or financial institution, this should be reported after 3 working days. Record of all the transactions. If you find any suspicious transaction, you have to record all the transaction, furnish the information to the director in prescribed format, and identify all its clients. See, for example, transaction happened in a account, you have to identify the clients also, and these information to be maintained for a period of 10 years. So last 10 years suspicious transactions you have to maintain. So what are the categories of suspicious transaction? So identify of client, background of client, multiple accounts, activity in accounts, nature of transaction, value of transaction, identifying the client, whether he is an individual or organization, what is his background, whether he is linked to any political party or linked to foreign business or related to any other business organization, whether it is a single account or multiple accounts, what type of activity these people will do, nature of transaction, whether these are cash transactions or they are cancelling the DD and depositing to the account, or value of the transaction, what is the value, whether it is 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakhs. These are the categories of the suspicious transaction. So how to identify these suspicious transactions? To identify these transactions, you have to set up some rules. With the rules, you'll get the alerts. These alerts will be verified and you have to come out whether it is a suspicious transaction or a normal transaction. These rules can be set one organization to another organization, depend on their business. They can set up their rules and limits also. So I've given some sample rules. Today we'll discuss like transaction involved in a location with terrorist incident. So you see any transaction happening to Iran, for example. So then you'll identify this is the suspicious transaction. You can identify the transaction. Any transaction happened in a country called Iran, then you can take it up this one as a suspicious transaction. And second one, high value non-cash deposit in a month. You find your setup like 5 lakhs is the high value. So non-cash deposits in a month. So other than cash, you are cancelling DD and crediting to your account, or you are got a transfer from other account or other organization. So these are high value. High value can be decided like as per your organization norms, it can be 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Sudden high value transaction for the client. You are observing this account from last 1 year or 2 years, there won't be much transactions in this account. Suddenly you see high value transactions for this account, 10 lakhs debited, credited, 50 lakhs, 30 lakhs, then this is a suspicious transaction. High value transaction in a new account. When a new account is opened, first 6 months will monitor this account, but you have seen a sudden high value transaction, it can be 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, then it can be treated as suspicious transaction. High value transaction, dormant account. Account was dormant and inactive for a longer period, 1 or 2 years. Suddenly that account has become active, then you find some high value transaction in that account. So this is also suspicious transaction. High value cash transaction inconsistent with profile, client salaried and verified for the last 6 months. You know this client is salaried, And salaried account, you can see his salary is 20,000 or 30,000, 40,000. Maybe sometimes because of bonus he may get some 30-40% more in the salary, but you have seen suddenly high value cash transaction inconsistent, something like 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, keep on depositing and transfer to some other account, then this is also a suspicious transaction. And one more sample role, routing of funds through multiple accounts. Amount will be credited to one account and small pieces, amount will be like 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakhs will be credited to one account. From there it will be transferred to multiple accounts, 1,000, 5,000, 2,000, 3,000. Then this is also a suspicious transaction. This video is sponsored by Srimati Ragini Kodali. She is into UK student visa processing from last 10 years and she was expert in UK student visa, and for further contacts please contact Srimati Ragini Kodali. We can discuss few more sample rules. One to many fund transfer, already we discussed, it can be one to many or many to one. So then this transaction is a suspicious transaction. And repeated small cash deposit followed by immediate ATM withdrawals in a different locations. You observe like one account will be created with the cash and immediately it will be withdrawn from multiple locations. It may be from Bombay, Bangalore, Delhi, Hyderabad. Then this is also a suspicious transaction. Repeated small value inward remittances from unrelated parties followed by immediate withdrawals. You find some account, for example, if it is an individual account, normally from individual amount will be credited or family members or third party. But you have seen unrelated, some XYZ organization, that organization not at all related to his business or his category, you are getting the credits and immediately withdrawals are happening. Then you see this is also a suspicious transaction. Large value cash withdrawals against international card. International card is issued and you are seeing lot of cash withdrawals against this international card. Then this is also a suspicious transaction. Large repetitive card uses at the same merchant. You have seen same merchant, same shop, you keep on withdrawing, you keep on using your card. Premature closure of large loan through PO or DD. You have seen like you have taken a loan, it may be organization, individual, but this large loan closed through a pay order DD. If you take loan from other bank, you will get a balance transfer, but you have seen like account is closed through a pay order or DD, demand draft. So if you find these type of transactions, how to report to the director? So to report these transactions, you have electronic filing. So you need a control file, you need a branch data file, account data file, transaction data file, individual data file, entity data file. Control file means your organization details and branch details means which branch these transactions happened, and account details means which account this has happened, whether it is a current account, savings account or any other account, what type of transaction, whether it is a transfer, cash, clearing, whether it is a individual, then what is his name, email ID, mobile number, address. If it is entity, what is the entity name, who is the proprietor, who is the director. These details will be captured in this electronic format and it should be submitted to the director. Thank you friends. If you like my video, please subscribe and share with your friends also.